Howdy there, chat. Sorry for that little delay there. Whew, boy. Time was not on my side today. Not in the slightest. Alrighty. Let's get this ball rolling, shall we? Ah! Jump scare. Okay, that was a little too much of a reaction. Okay. Got my not keyboard in one hand, my phone in the other. Let's move things along, shall we? There's that. That. Okay, that's done. Is that one done? Good. You're kidding. Oh my gosh. Did I do it again? Nope, I just forgot to post it. Okay, that's cool. Alright, awesome. Let's move. I could have been getting whacked and get down to the next to 0 health by now. What the heck? Okay, getting that in order. Keeping an eye on them through the screen, even though it's on a slight delay. Okay, good. The sound is working. Okay, all sound is operational. Let's get some damage in and get some moving on. We got about 5,000 XP last stream. Let's try to aim for that. Oh dear God, I haven't even struck out one. Okay, we're off to a stellar start. This is fine. There were some shenanigans that came up right before the stream started. I'm not even joking. Would rather have not planned that if I could try. Oh, for God's sakes. My God! You know what? Give me all the Orbeez. Good Lord. I'm trying to drink here. Can't drink my dang water. Alright. Update on the video that I mentioned about working on yesterday. I have finished the rough cut, so I'm gonna go back through that tomorrow and add on any additional overlay stuff. It is coming out to a little over an hour this time rather than about 2 hours like the previous one. So I am pretty proud of that progress. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. Okay, it's either I have all the health or 0 health. I already gave you your snacks, friend. Would you like some attention instead? One of my dogs is asking for snacks, but I've already given him the snacks. I've already given you your rations, my dear. It's not like that, but... I've already given you your rations, my good boy. I just think it's funny to say it like that. Are you a good dog? Are you a good dog? Oh my goodness, yes you are. You are a good dog. Don't mind me, I'm just doing my Jim Carrey Grinch impression. It's fine. Oh man, it was a roller coaster working on the command spin highlight for the Ventus playthrough. Because everything is all kind of chipper, a little bit of rage, you know, just the standard stuff. And then getting towards the end game, there's such a violent tone shift, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know how this ends. Depressingly. That's how it ends. It ends with crippling depression. And boy oh boy, did I deliver. I also chopped up a little bit of the cutscenes, but some sections I just left it running for like a good 7-ish minutes for one of the segments. Because I'm like, nah, this needs to stay as is to keep the tone that I've given off. I'm very excited to continue working on it. I might work on it tonight, but I will see how it goes. I will see if my schedule permits it. One second, I need to notify the children that the there aren't any more snacks. Hang on. They don't believe me. They're like, we don't believe you. It's so funny, too, because every once in a while, I space it out, you know, for a little delayed gratification. And I think that's what they're waiting for, is they're used to a little bit of delayed gratification, but sometimes if I delay it too long, then they start, good lord. Come on, brain. You can function. It's not that freaking hard. Anyway, delay it too long, they lose their patience and then leave, and then it takes me forever to get them to come back to get the next snack. And yeah, but right now they're just being ultra patient and not realizing that it's already all it's already all gone because I went too fast this time. There's a happy medium for snack distribution for dogs, and one of them has understood the message pretty clearly. The other one is not understanding it or just wants to chill with me, which I am okay with either. Do you just want to chill, puppy? Are you a good boy? Are you a good puppy? Are you a good puppy? Are you? I think you're a good puppy. What do you think? Do you think he's a good puppy? She's just staring at me. Good dogs. Good lord. I was all over the place in my dreams last night, you know. Gotta talk about dreams every once in a while. But it kind of pissed me off because once again, in a dream, I didn't know what my school schedule was. I am severely regretting not going to my college graduation, but the thing is I wouldn't have been able to go anyway because of time allotment with going back to work. I needed the money. It was just not everything slapped together was just not a great time, and I think I never properly closed that door, which kind of annoys me because I literally have my degree staring at me. Maybe I should hang up my degree. Maybe that'll put some closure in. Where the hell am I gonna put it though? It's a freaking huge thing. Why do you have to be such a big ass piece of paper? I keep forgetting what it says because I know there's a difference between a Bachelor of Sciences and a Bachelor in Arts, but I'm pretty sure it's a Bachelor in Arts. Which is really funny when you hear computer science and you hear Bachelor of Arts. Yeah, Bachelor of Arts. Bachelor of Arts, computer science. Yeah, that's mine. My beautiful degree. Hey, technically speaking, it is in active use. It's not used in the conventional way that one might think, but it's technically in use. I'm working with technology. God. You know what's funny is a lot of folks that I grew up around, they assumed that I was good at technology because I was on it a lot. And I could mess around with it, I could manipulate it, I could work with it, but that's because I just fucked around with it. Oh, for God's sakes, no. Oh my god, I forgot to plug in my headset. Chat, I'm gonna do something stupid. And you know what that is? It's called, I'm gonna sit closer to my screen, and this is so stupid. The things I do because my dumbass didn't, charge my headset last time, and now I am paying the price. Guess who didn't charge a headset? Guess who didn't charge the headset? It was me. And I can't move. I can't move the stupid bus of USBs. So I'm gonna be in a very awkward position. On the bright side, I can still see chat, so that's all that matters. I can still see y'all. This is so stupid. It's okay, that's on me. That's entirely on me. But like, back to what I was talking about. I was assumed to be very good with technology because I was on it all the time. I was on technology all the time because I was using it as a coping mechanism and escapism, and now that the rest of the world is all over the place on it, I'm like, ew. Now it sucks. Because everybody and their dog is on it. And ironically, I say this knowing damn well that this is hypocritical, trying to make money off of it, but I'm mainly pointing fingers at the annoying advertisers, AI corporations, data miners, those things. Oh god, fucking hell. It used to be fun. It used to be fun online, now it sucks. And everybody's trying to know who you are. It's fucking ridiculous, man. You gotta understand, I grew up in the era where the first rule of the internet is never tell anybody who you are. And then advertisers realized if they sell your data, they can, or I don't know, websites realized they could sell data to advertisers, and immediately they're like, hey, give us your personal information so that way we can send shit directly to you and make you buy more shit. All while squeezing every last drop of money out of you and barely giving you anything to live on. And also ruining your livelihoods and screwing you over and just fuck you. Give us all your money. That's a little early for the... You know what? Fuck it. No, it's not too... It's never too early for a rant against bullshit. It's never too early for a rant against bullshit capitalism, man. Fucking hellscape. I'm off to a great start. I am genuinely off to a great start, though, at the same time, because we're trucking along pretty well. Despite the fact that I have caused myself shenanigans and will inevitably have a crick in my neck after this stream is over. It's not too bad. Okay, can you three attack instead of just sitting there like a bunch of lemons? This is the silliest thing I've ever done. Okay. But the silly thing is also extremely necessary, so yeah. Ow. That one hurt. That one really hurt. That sucked. Oh my gosh. Hey, that's a new record. Went 15 minutes without yawning instead of just 10. Or 4. I made sure to eat also before the stream started so then I wouldn't be eating in the middle of the stream. Will I still think about food? Of course. It's a natural part of life to want to eat food. It's the fuel that keeps me alive. I had a little bit of a moment of worry earlier today because I was like, man, nothing sounds appealing. And I'm like, okay, either I have not eaten long enough that I feel nauseous and nothing seems appealing, or I'm in one of those moods where just nothing is appealing and I just need to deal with it by feeding myself and doing the things without really any... without the fuel of desire. Hang on, let me word that right. Without desire having to fuel it, just do the thing. It's less about desire and, hey, I gotta do this thing, or, hey, I wanted to do this thing earlier, let's get it done. The stream, though, that's out of habit at this point. After about 2 months of streaming, I was all in. I'm glad I figured out the schedule, too, a while back. Like, what days work with me, what days don't, how many days in a week I can pull it off. Because originally, I was going to do, like, 5 days a week. But for some reason, I cannot pull that level of chaos anymore. It's kind of like when you go from high school to college and you think, oh, I can totally do an 8 a.m. class in college. No, you cannot. You cannot do an 8 a.m. class in college. Just because you did that in high school doesn't mean you can do that in college. It's a whole nother ballgame. I don't know exactly what it is. Either it's because the classes are harder in college, or if it's because it's a lot more time. I don't know. But, ugh. I've had a couple of instances where I was forced to do at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. or something like that, and I hated it. It was a lot. I survived, though. I succeeded. The only time I almost didn't succeed was the lab. I had to do a lab credit in college because that's what you do for general studies. I had to get up so freaking early in the morning. It sucked. But at the same time, I didn't mind, so I'm like, you know what? I'll live. This is fine. I vaguely remember that, actually. That was kind of a fun class. I barely remember a thing, but I remember some of it, actually. Honestly, there are some classes where I don't remember a damn thing from them, and then other classes I'm like, I remember lots of things. Like, some of them was just, like, there were conversations in those classes or something like that that just piqued my interest. Or I remember some of the content because I'm like, this is fascinating. Like, take my statistics class. I actually had a lot of fun in that class. And one of the things I do is every once in a while, I got in the habit of taking notes in a way that would be understood by others. Because I had a classmate that I was like, you know what, I'll be, I don't know, I was just chill with the dude. So, sometimes if he happened to miss a class, I would be like, here you go, send him over the notes and stuff like that on what we did in that day. So then he could catch up and stuff. I don't know how well he did in class, but I hope he did well. I hope my notes were helpful. Maybe they weren't helpful. I didn't get asked all the time about them. Yeah, but I had a lot of fun. It was a blast. I also remember some of the funny stats jokes, and every once in a while I thought, I'm going to send this to my teacher because it's a bad stat, and he's got to use this for an extra example or something like that. Be like, hey teach, hey professor, look at this shit. Well, not in that exact wording, but close enough. I also vividly remember, like, there was this one class that I absolutely freaking hated because I didn't want to deal with the teacher. I had beef with him a while back because of bad communication shenanigans. And so I just kind of already hated it just because. But I still managed to pass the class, partially because the entire world shut down and our grades got frozen. So I just kind of gave up at the end there. That happened with a lot of classes. There's one class that I know damn well I would not have passed because I just gave up on it entirely. I hated that one too, actually. It really sucked. It really, really sucked. Ugh. Yeah. There are some fun classes though too. I like the math-related classes a lot. I actually like those the most. I think I also had fun with my English-ish or writing-related classes. Those were fun too. I love those actually. Who am I kidding? And there was one about the Enlightenment era of the US. Reading up on that was a lot of fun. There was a lot of philosophy-related stuff. I wrote an essay calling Thomas Jefferson a nerd, and it was the best damn thing on the planet. I think I also wrote another essay, and I think I was, man, I wish I still had that one. That's the one that pisses me off that I don't have anymore, I don't think. It was an essay specifically railing against corporate lobbying. And, like, I feel like I could have done more with that, because that one in particular feels very applicable to all the bullshit going on right now. I feel like, and the reason why I think about that is because my professor tried to, I think he tried to nudge me in the direction of like, hey, like, look more into this, more. Go more in depth, have fun with this. I don't think I did because I just wanted to get everything done. But I had fun with figuring out the essay topics because I had to write 2 essays for that class, but it was great. That was a fun time, actually. Yeah. I think I took like a theater type class in my very first semester of college. Chaotic. I almost forgot that I took some martial arts courses for my physical education credits. Yeah, we had those in college. I was just like, wow, I'm getting the full high school experience here. Again. It was funny, though. And I had a lot of fun in those classes. I threw somebody who was much larger than me for one of the things we were practicing throws. and like there were like 3 lines, and everybody just kind of looks over at my line, the line that I'm in, so because the person in front throws the person behind them. So like of course I get thrown. The person behind me is like 6'2" and big and tall, chill dude, really nice guy. And this was like my second or so, I think it was my second semester or something like that of that class. and I threw him so hard that I threw him so hard that I fell backwards because of it. Oh man, it was great. And from that day forward, everyone was a little tiny bit scared of me. Oh, I wonder sometimes if I could still do that, but it was, oh man, I felt like the baddest bitch in the place when I did that. I felt so freaking cool when I did that. Once again, really chill dude. He accidentally, when we were sparring, accidentally bought me in the head, and I just kind of stood there internally raging, and I'm like, calm. And I'm like, nope, it's fine. It was my own damn fault for missing a block. That's on me. Oh, good times. Great times, actually. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Instead of peaked in high school, it's peaked in college. Although I think if you're UK based, it would the correct terminology to understand that is university. So peaked at university. That's where I'd be at instead of peaked in high school or college, I guess. In the UK, it's like college when you're like 16 and up or something like that, 16, 18, something like that. I'm not too familiar with the UK school system. I know they talk about years and stuff. And yeah. That's all I got. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a crick in my neck because of this stupid setup. I'm gonna give it like another 20 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna return to my other seat so then I don't give myself a crick in my neck. Or I could just rotate. Get rotated, idiot. Alright, there we go. Yeah, okay, we're good. Problem solved. I think. Maybe. Problem partially solved. Yay! Dang, we did good last week. Yesterday. Who needs a nap? Me. I don't need a nap, actually. I'm fine. I would love to take a nap. I'd like to wander in dreamland, but no, let's not wander in dreamland. We don't need that right now. Nice. I wish I had scans so I could watch the health bar just go crazy. Tis a long road, but a wonderful road. I'm also still trying to mentally hash out what I'm going to do for Thursdays now. Whether I'm gonna do a little bit more level grind on Thursdays again, or if I'm going to do another game. I did think about Dream Drop Distance. That is a possibility. I would just start a brand new game because it's been a while, and also because I really don't want to do it on critical mode, and the game that I started is on critical mode. I'm not joking. It's on crit mode. It will make me cry. I also gotta be careful at some point, because at some point I want to do, I want to finish my KH2 file, but I don't want to get to level 99 before I get to level 99 on this file, and I'm at level 70, and I can get dangerously close to level 99 on the main file. I'd like to get it on this file specifically, so then there's a little bit of trophy proof for myself. And then the trophy can pop up on screen and I can be like, yay! Kind of like with the undefeated trophy that I didn't realize I hadn't gotten as Aqua in the 0.2 game. I was like, oh, I guess I did get my ass kicked at some point. I just didn't remember it. It didn't hit me, it didn't hit as vividly or something like that. I don't know. But I managed to pull it off. That's all that matters to me. All that's left for that one to platinum it is, get all the objectives, and that's gonna be a freaking nightmare because of the 0 damage bit. I think I'll do the 0 damage. If I did try to do the 0 damage stuff, I would probably try to do it on a beginner type run, so then I don't have issues. And whatever I can do with the file that I currently have, I'll try to do that. That way I just have less problems. And then just transfer the objectives over again and again. Whee! It does blow my mind though that 0.2 was literally just a precursor. It was essentially a demo of KH2 of what it was going to be. It genuinely blows my mind. Is it fair to be nervous about Dream Drop Distance? I'm kind of nervous about it, actually. To be fair, I'm also terrified of Chain of Memories. I don't want to touch that, but at some point I gotta. At some point I gotta bite the bullet and face it. Gotta do it. It's gonna scare me, but I gotta do it at some point. Oh my. That was a big one. Ooh, time dilation. I love that. I just remembered, funniest thing, when I was working on the edit of the Ventus video, I go in there and I get to the the second stage of the Vanitas fight, which takes place on basically one of these in the heart station. And I was like, whoa, I did not expect to be back in here. Gave me a momentary jump scare. I was like, ah, scary. Oh, it was so funny, actually. I was just like, whoa, scary. You know, I haven't looked at the abilities in a while. I wonder what abilities I have. Let's figure that out once I've taken out a few of these. These 3 specifically. Ow. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh god, that was actually kind of chilly. Yikes. Yeah, I'm kind of curious actually. Do I have any fancy new abilities? Interesting. Ah yes, drive converter. That'll be helpful. Yeah, there are a lot of abilities that are gonna come through. Oh gosh, I really hope that some of these abilities don't break. When did I get Leaf Bracer? That was a while ago, dear. Leaf Bracer was a while ago. My god. Whee! I love how I can't remember half of the things. I'm wondering in my heart of hearts if I'm gonna break something again. Hey, that's why we have 2 save files. That is why we have 2 save files. It's kind of interesting of the different strats that are ongoing for the level 99. Oh no, I just thought of a really stupid idea to do after I complete the KH2 level 99 run. You know what I could do again? I don't think I'd do the KH1 level 100 because I think that would actually drive me up the wall. I would get really good at parrying though. I would get so good at parrying. Okay, I'm gonna unplug this and play the game normally. There we go, much better. Oh my gosh, I hate that chair. It's a decent chair for when I'm doing short-term work or when I'm actively on something, but if I'm sitting down long-term to, like, for example, doing a live stream and stuff like that, I hate the chair. I hate the chair, actually. But it's all I currently got. Okay, that, I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay. Okay, nothing much. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. Let's close that. Fix that. I already took these 3 out, so let's... Wait, did I take these 3 out? Yes. Let me just run into the wall, why don't I? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Let me just run into some more walls while I'm at it, and this is broken again. Hang on, let me unbreak it. Sorry about this, chat. Sometimes I get distracted by shiny objects, and the shiny object must be dealt with. Crazy, I know. Interesting. Oh my good lord. Ow. Don't be freaking rude. Okay. I love how I say that when I repeatedly tell the Dusks to cause me damage so then I can get more XP out of them. It's a dichotomy. I think. That sounds about right. Oh my goodness gracious! Okay, well, I found the secret. It's called me being cozy makes me yawn more. My brain says, ah yes, it's time to settle down. And the other part of me is like, no! We got work to do. And a third part of me is getting real pissed off at my hair right now. Like, actively. Because it's doing that thing. If you have long hair, you know okay, maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's doing this thing where it wants to stay in one, like, solid section. It's kind of like, almost like Barbie movie type hair, where, like, the hair is almost a solid object instead of, like, individual strands doing their thing. Hang on. Stop yelling. There we go. And the problem is I hate having my hair loose because it pisses me off. It gets in my way, and yeah. But I also don't mind having long hair. I keep it in a ponytail, and it still pisses me off because of the positioning. But I don't want to cut it off again. I did like my hair short, by the way. I liked it a lot short, actually. In fact, I took more pictures of myself with short hair than I have with my hair long, like, ever. Anytime I take a picture of myself with long hair, I'm like, oh. Oh, I don't like this at all. There are moments where I like how I look with my hair and stuff, but usually it's when it's up and back. Except the bangs. And they're not like the straight across the forehead bangs. I mean like the little face framing pieces that they call them anyway. Well, just a little bit of face framing and I'm chill. But otherwise I'm like, ah. Get that shit out of my face. My hair is causing me perpetual chaos. I did like the haircut and style that I did though. And then it had to, and then of course it got through to the awkward stage of the shag zone. That's always fun. And if you're born a girl, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that folks have a weird thing about not chopping your hair short. They're like, oh, but you have such beautiful, I don't want it long. Or they like basically turn it into a mullet by not chopping up the back a little more, and it's just like, hello? It don't look good now. Stop doing that, please. Let it be short in the back. I am begging. You look like a boy. I don't give a fuck. If it gives people a moment of pause to not bother me in public, I will take it. That sounds so mean, but sometimes when I'm trying to do something, like get stuff done, I don't want to be bothered in public. I think that happens with a lot of people. I think a lot of folks don't want to be bothered when they're out and about doing stuff. Yeah. Plus, I kind of want to see now if my hair will do its curly thing at the top again. Because that was a hell of a lot of fun. It likes to curl, especially at the ends. So if the ends are a lot closer, that would look real nice. Plus, I also just enjoyed my hair as it was. It's always why whenever folks ask, oh, what kind of superpower would you want? I'm always torn between at least 2 different powers. Actually 3. I'm torn between 3 different powers, and 2 of them have to do with transportation. One of them is just the ability to teleport. I would love to be able to just teleport places. Save myself a lot of grief and time. And being able to fly without any assistance, like being able to fly like Superman, that would be so sick. I would love to do that. It would be so much fun. I would do that all the time. Also, it would save me a lot of grief with with my legs doing the wobbly thing every time I get more than like 5 feet off the ground. Because my legs start wobbling and my knees give out and they're just like, nope, 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 we gotta crawl. And I'm like, girl, please, I need to get going somewhere. And then it's like, nope, we are way too high. And I'm like, no, we're not. We're on solid. And it's like, it's not solid. These are the arguments my brain has with me. As a kid, I used to be able to ignore those arguments, but as you get older and it's harder to recover from damage, it gets a little bit harder to ignore those arguments. You know, now that I think about it, I think I can pinpoint the exact moment I stopped being able to climb up and down high things. And to be fair, it's a very valid thing. My heart and soul gets a little bit tense just thinking about it. Long story short, went exploring with a couple of friends. This was down in Utah, in this canyon area. We probably shouldn't have done this, but we climbed down a little bit and then we climbed back up. Climbing up is a little bit different than climbing down something. I don't fucking know why. But on the way up, I kind of almost fell off. And my friend was right with me, right behind, and she just pushed me back into the wall. And I was just thinking, oh my god, if I was the last one, that would have been it right there. That would have been it right there. So I'm like, I think that was probably the exact moment that my brain was just like, okay, you are never climbing on anything ever again. It killed my ability to do that. Because all I can do is think about that moment where I'm just like, oh shit, that was almost it. Oh, fun things. Fun things. Yeah. I love how I went from, yeah, superpowers, and then I was like, oh yeah, I remember the time I almost died. Or I could have. Oh, distractions. They're lovely, aren't they? But yeah, that third power that I was trying to mention, it would have been shape-shifting, because I would love to be able to change... shoot, even just be able to change my hair length and color. Like, shoot, I would just take that. If I had the ability to change my hair color and length at will, I would love that. That would be awesome. That'd be fantastic, if you ask me. I think I keep getting 4s, because yeah. Should have been at... Should have been at 6 instead of 10, and now I gotta wait for these fellas to beat me down a little bit more. There we go. Ouch. Oop. Oop. That... Hang on. Long story short, my cough tried to kill me. Much better. Okay. I can breathe. That's all that matters. Oh, that's cold. Well, that was fun. Huh. Didn't realize that affected me so badly. Did I write about that in my journals? That sounds like something I should have wrote about. I don't remember what day it happened though, so... Every once in a while I think about perusing through my previous journals because I barely write in the one that I currently use. I should probably write in it again. But every once in a while I think about perusing through that, especially in the days where I was just obsessively writing in my journals. But at the same time I'm like, I'm gonna revisit some really nasty wounds that I didn't realize I had until later. That's just gonna reopen some stuff that I'm gonna have to deal with. To be fair, that's also just a thing I have to do in therapy anyway. Might as well do some therapy on my own. It won't end badly. That's not a sarcastic thing, by the way, to say. I do genuinely mean it. It'll be fine. In the times where I didn't have a therapist, I would introspect all on my lonesome. And just deal with whatever. That's all I could do. And then I got a therapist, and now I can introspect with my therapist, and I should probably introspect on my own still to try to pick up the pace for myself. Jeez, I gotta poke at some things that I don't want to deal with. Blech. Those are the worst, aren't they? The things that you don't want to deal with. It's like, oh yeah, I can do all this, and then, oh, that thing? No, we'll just put it off to the side. We'll leave it for later. We don't have to deal with, no, we do gotta deal with that, unfortunately. That is one of the problems that you have, my dear. Thank you, sir, for juggling me through the air. So then I can get the Orbeez. Yay! Hang on. More money. I am gonna have an easy time just buying the randomest of shit as Sora. Sora's gonna have so much money and be like, how the hell did I get all this while I was asleep? Whee! found a couple of stone eggs earlier today, like literally just egg-shaped stones that were polished down and everything like that. And I'm like, oh hey, I remember these. They used to sit on my computer desk. This is back when my computer desk was in a different spot. But I was just like, that's fascinating. I still have them. I have no idea what the hell to do with them. It's one of those are a couple of those things where I'm just like, what do I do with this now? I keep meaning to go through some shit to deal with it, but I haven't dealt with it. I at least dealt with that goddamn shelf. Cause yeah, that other, sorry about punching the mic again. But there was that shelf that I'm like watching it slowly collapse, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need it to collapse. I'm gonna deal with it myself and swap the lightweight stuff for the heavyweight stuff and save myself some grief. I'm looking at the shelf right now, and I'm real glad I did that. That could have gone so poorly if I hadn't done that. There's only so many books that can fit on that thing without it exploding. Maybe I'll make some paper cranes. I have some colorful paper. Some colorful cardstock. We're doing pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Just walk right into the dust that's hopping around doing his little dance routine. Hopping around like a jester. I wonder if anybody has done a mod of, like, a texture mod of the dusks, but as jesters. I need to find a way to get a model of these fellas and just insert the model into Blender, and then I still haven't done the jeans thing. I need to do a tutorial, the donut tutorial with Blender, and then I'll play around with Blender a little more. But I genuinely think it would be funny to turn these little fellas into jesters. I wouldn't be able to mod the game. I'm not too familiar with it, but if I figured out how to safely do a texture mod, I would throw it out into the world and be like, here you go, gamers. Have some fun with these little jester dusks. It'd be great. I think there's a lot more than just like updating the model. Because you gotta make sure you have the rigging just right. Otherwise it tweaks out and does some weird shit. I don't know. I'd have to look at how modders do the texture pack mods and the models and everything, the character mods for the other games. Which is one of those things that I'm gonna put on the back burner. Knowing me, I'll put it on the back burner, but I'll think about it from time to time. So, funny little thing. I talk about Star Trek time to time these days because I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm taking forever and a day to continue watching the series. I need to stop renting out the whole season and just accept the possibility that someone is going to rent out the other DVDs before me instead of being a dumbass and renting out the whole thing. Because I only got through one disc so far. I haven't even touched the second disc. I'm in season 3. Okay? This is the fun season. This is where a lot of folks say, this is getting good. I actually enjoyed the first 2 seasons, so I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm enjoying season 3, though. I've only gotten 4 episodes in, but they were fun. Shoot, Ensigns of Command had me laughing my ass off. Which is really funny considering the whole situation. They're trying to get a bunch of humans off of a specific planet colony because another race is going to colonize that planet because of their planet according to a treaty and everything. And the treaty was established before the colonists landed, so that's that. But Data's in the middle of trying to figure out how the hell to convince them all to get the heck off the planet. They can't use transporters because the transporters don't work in the atmosphere because of hyperonic radiation, which is something the humans had to learn to adapt to. So that's all going on. Really tense situation. Meanwhile, Picard's trying to delay the Sheliak. That's the race that's going to colonize the planet. He's trying to delay them, but because of like language and stuff like that, language translation and stuff, they got to do a lot of concise translations, and he ends up having to use the treaty as a way of getting them to delay the colony a little longer, so then they'd have enough time to get everybody off the planet. Because there's like 15,000 people down there. And the ship's not due for like 3 weeks. Woof. Anyway, it cracked me up because at some point... at one point, the Sheliak had been hanging up on Picard the entire goddamn episode. And at one point, he uses like one of the treaty bits and stuff like that. And hangs up on them. The same way they've been hanging up on him the whole episode. And they're like frantically calling him back. And he like wanders off a little bit, stares at the ship's plaque, and then eventually finally like answers the call and gets that dealt with. Yeah, that killed me. It was so funny. I love the little things like that. It's great. I also appreciate that the rules end up becoming part of the conflict, and like understanding some of the reasons behind some of the rules that they have to follow is great too. It's just fun. I'm also thinking about that because I was just thinking about this the other day about how much of a very cynical, distrusting person I've become over the years, because that seems to be how it goes as you get older. You're like, oh wow, a lot of people suck. But like, so like every once in a while I run into I'm watching an episode and I'm like kind of tense, like watching like, this fella seems suspicious, and then it turns out no, he's chill. He's totally fine. I'm like, wow, I have some whack-ass biases I need to work on. Like, everything's actually pretty chill. It all worked out. There was no problem. This isn't gonna be a problem. It's fine. And I'm like, damn, who hurt you, girl? A lot of things. I was just thinking about that. It's giving me a little bit moment of like, oh yeah, it's actually a little bit more optimistic than that. To be fair, this was also the Next Generation series was also pre 9/11, and 9/11 certainly affected a lot of television programming. Without a doubt, it affected a lot of television programming. It was insane. I don't remember the exact transition, to be honest, because my memory only goes back so far, but yeah, did a lot of damage. It was bad. It's just nice to watch a series where I'm like, okay, yeah, everything's gonna be chill. Everything's gonna be fine. I know eventually I'm gonna get to some segments where everything starts to get a little bit tensed up and everything like that, but I think I'll be okay. I'll be alright. It'll be fine. It'll be grand. That reminds me, I still haven't finished My Hero Academia. The damn series is over. I only got to a partway through season 5, and now I'm just kind of sitting here like, huh. Really ought to finish it. Get her done. Nice. I can't tell if that was a single or a double swing for those last two. Alright, a little bit of posture check so then I don't arch my back and turn into a shrimp. Blech. Gah. Apologies for all the bleh, but I gotta do it. It's part of the ability to breathe. That sounds crazy out of context, but... No, it just sounds crazy. I don't think there's an out of context. Okay, we got 2 hopping around, 1 that got confused, and then this one... Wait, come back. Ooh, that's way too close to the door. No thank you. No thank you. Okay, we're good. Even though that was a 4, I don't care. I didn't want to be anywhere near that damn door. I ain't going near it. Screw that. Whew. Yay! More potions that I can't actually obtain. I'm going to use potions a lot. In case you can't tell, I'm going to try to use my resources regularly. I'm also going to have to because I will be very low on HP. It won't matter the amount of damage. It won't matter about out-damaging if I get hit too many times, basically. That's the gist of it. I'm thinking about the abilities again and thinking, oh dear God. What if some of the attack abilities caused me problems when I switched to Sora? What then? To be fair, I have said before that my PS4 is extremely well behaved, so I might not have any problems. It might be all fine in the world. Oh hey, 24242. Ow. Interesting. Ugh. The enemy attack patterns continue to be a current confusion point. Less confusion, actually, more a mystery point that I want to solve. But unless I can see the debugging version of this, I don't think I'm going to get many answers. So if I'm standing in front, right in front of him, that was a right out attack. What if I stand right in front of him again? Nope. Went behind this time. Okay, let me do it again. Right in front. Interesting. Okay. No, just flipped around. Okay, flips away. Okay, that time... Okay, maybe it's the timing. Okay, what if I get right up in his face? No, does it again. Interesting. What if I'm right here? Okay, so those two hopped around. That one decided to go for the upside down maneuver. Let me get right in front of your face. No, he decides to hop around. Okay, this is a little bit more tricky. Interesting. I feel like an animal behaviorist. Okay, I was right in front of those two when they spawned in. Okay, so there is a decision tree here. But the timing has to be perfect for them to immediately attack instead of skipping around. That is interesting. So if I stand right here. Alright, okay. Chat, I figured out the first one. You have to be at, like, just the right timing before... Okay, you have to be standing right in front of the dusk before they fully register attack. For them to just attack you immediately. Otherwise, right afterwards, they flip around behind you, maybe in front, but flip around behind and then go for the attack. Okay. I'm learning! This is going to be a really long study, but I have a lot of options. I have a lot of opportunities. So what if I stand right back here? Okay. Okay, so that's a little hopping back and forth. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing again. Okay, that was slightly different because I don't think the first one didn't do the hopping back and forth. Okay, this one's going to be a bit trickier, but I'm going to place myself right here. Okay, that triggered those two to go off, and I wasn't close enough to this one for it to do the thing. This is really difficult to do the studies because I have such low health, but this is fine. This is fine. I'm experimenting. Okay, well, what if there's two? Okay, if I'm equidistant, what will they do? Okay, one of them, that one I must have been closer to. This one I must have been further from. So the one on the right I was further away from. This one... Okay, I must be at the right distance here. What if I... No. Okay, interesting. And normally, okay, so what if I do this and then pull back? Okay, I must be slightly registered as closer to this one or further. Okay. I'm getting some interesting data out of this. I'm not sure exactly what I'm getting, but I'm getting some idea of... I'm getting a grasp of the attack patterns. This is kind of fun, actually. It's easier to experiment on the ones that spawn by themselves, the first two. Those two are easier to analyze. So what if I get behind them right here? Okay, he flips around. What if I move away from him? Okay, if I move away, I'll do that. And then walk towards me and then flip around. Okay. There are decisions being made here. Just like then. So now, if I walk right up to him. Okay, he flips around and headbutts me. Okay. What if I do it again? No, different one. This is a lot of science I'm doing here. Okay, what if I go to the right instead? Okay, that one hopped around. Okay, these two hopped around. I had to take them out, unfortunately. That's the curse of staying at low health, is I can only do so much science. But what if I'm right between them? Okay. Okay, so this one does the basketball maneuver, but what if I move away from him again? Nope. Went for a distance closing one. Interesting. I ran away, so it swooped down and did a little spin trick. Okay, those two did a little back and forth and squiggle, and then went for the attack, while the other did a basketball move. Interesting. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what I'm getting here, but I'm very fascinated by this. This is very mentally stimulating. I feel like I've been doing this for ages, but I'm getting time accordioned right now. Time is decelerating actively, and I can feel it. I've also noticed it because time is, in fact, decelerating. We should stop doing that shit. God damn it. Okay. What if I do that? Okay, I got them all to just go freaking bananas. What if I go up to you? You flip around. Was I not close enough? Interesting. Interesting, okay. I think there's a move preceding that, where if I'm right up in the face... Hang on, I want to get up in this face. I'm trying to trigger a specific attack. Trying to see what I can do to set off the... Okay. I was trying to see what preceded the, Weed Whacker attack, as I call it. But I don't think I'm gonna get that quite yet. I think I will call my observations for the day so that I don't drive myself crazy throughout the stream. Because I know myself well enough. If I set myself on a course, I will not stop. That's why we're here. I set myself on a course to go to level 99 in this specific game, and boy oh boy. Haha. It's going swimmingly. Funny enough, I actually got myself, the first game I got myself to level 99 at in the KH games was KH2. I maxed myself out to level 99 and Keyblades, got the Ultima weapon for like the first time ever, which is genuinely impressive to me because in all the other games I have not done that. I did not do that in KH1. I think I would have gone freaking crazy if I tried to do that. I could always play through KH1 again. I haven't done that in a long time though. But Dream Drop Distance is one of the ones that I actually haven't played through. We'll get a lot of trophy notifications on there. That'd be kind of funny. Tough decisions. I may have been starting to observe the patterns again. This is why I have to give myself a break from observation. Ow. Sorry about that, chat. Got a little point of tension that I need to fix before I do anything else. You missed the headbutt, friend. And I just missed 2 hits. Maybe even 3, actually. Whiff City. Nice! Mid-air strike. I'm gonna get a drink of water, but instead of moving forward and trying to drink at the same time, I'm gonna drink water and then move forward. Actually, no, I'm gonna take some damage. Ugh. I think I clenched my damn jaw a little bit too much. Been tense about a couple things today, and I can feel it still. Ugh. Gross. Not too bad. Would have preferred an 8, but I'll take a 4. Oh my god. Yay. God, this music is so freaking good. Good heavens, I got the burps. Makes sense though, I did eat right before the stream started, so. I love knowing that these aren't random. Then again, there's no such thing as true random in terms of computer. Interesting. That was a double of that too. Very fascinating. Yeah, a second, I need to make sure that one of my hands is stretched properly. I don't think I stretched it properly yesterday. Oh no. My thumb is screaming at me. It's angry. I'm gonna make sure to charge my headset tonight. So then it'll be ready for whatever I do on Thursday. Okay, my brain is trying to say dream drop distance. I think I'm gonna do that. And I'm just gonna do it on standard mode instead of proud mode. Part of me is like, do it on proud mode, and the other part of me is like, what the hell is wrong with you? Get yourself used to gaming again. Because this, what I'm doing right here, this does not require much. It requires only a little strategy. Plus, I'm already gonna have to deal with the leveling up Dream Eaters and collecting them. I'm already going to be dealing with that. And I'm kind of not excited. To be honest, that was my least favorite part of watching someone's playthrough of that. It was just like looking at it and thinking, ugh. I was not excited about that mechanic. I'm like, okay, responsibilities, great, cool. This is the only way I can get abilities? Oh crap. That attack button is gonna look so friendly to me. You know what? Did they... I just realized. Also, flow motion. Flow motion is gonna be really funny. Because they included a little bit of flow motion, or at least they attempted to in KH2. But I ended up just ramming into walls and getting real pissed off about it. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I could also just play through KH1 on standard mode. That would also be kind of fun. Because I already beat it on proud mode. Damn near killed me, but it was fun. Oh my lord. That was actually a ridiculous yawn if you ask me. I should inquire the internet on how the hell to get through the first segment of critical mode in KH3. Because I think I need a specific stat setup, or I just need to learn how to not get hit. Because I kept getting my ass beat in the tutorial boss, can you believe it? We're all like, oh, Proud Mode was too easy, and Square was like, oh, Proud Mode was too easy, you say? Oh, alright then. And then they just send critical mode to fucking demolish us. If I play through KH3 again, I think I need to get Remind at this point. I've got to do it at some point. I know I gotta do it. I love how I sound like I'm dreading it, but I'm not. Well, okay, I'm dreading dealing with the fucking save files. That's what I'm dreading. Cause it's like, oh, you wanna play this game multiple times? Too bad. You wanna save multiple slots? Too bad you only get 9 save slots. Screw you. I'm like, how is that helpful? How on earth is that helpful? Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I think I've all but decided. Yeah, I think I've decided. Dream Drop Distance is what's gonna happen on Thursdays now. Hey, we might get command spit out of it. Fuck it, we're doing Dream Drop Distance, and I'll even use my shitty controller just to shake things up. Because there's an off chance that I will get command rouletted or command spun. There is a chance that my freaking controller will do this stupid thing and piss me off. And I fully welcome it because it'd be so fucking funny. Because not only would I be trying to master Dream Eaters, I would also be trying to master the stupid commands. You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna do that. What should I call the series? Actually playing Dream Drop Distance for the first time? That sounds decent enough, right? Hmm. Alright, I think it's time for me to sit up for a bit. I got a little too comfy. Oh, those are 4s. That's okay. Oh, it's kind of cold. Since when is it cold? Either that or my bones are doing the thing where it thinks everything is cold again. Which is very plausible. Ow. Let's fix that little problem that I seem to be having. Much better. Much more cozy, I might add. Much more cozy. Nope, we're not going back down the stairs. We just finished this one. That'd be 5 desks I'd be missing out on. Interesting. Can't enter it backwards, dear. Only forwards. Fascinating how that works, though. Very fascinating indeed. Come on, you three. Oh, shit. Surely there was a blip there. There was a blip. Ha! So that random reload on my OBS is in fact a problem. Okay. Hi, pup. You alright? Oops. Just did a whole 180 there. Not bad. Okay. Alright, 1 second, chat. I just need to take a moment to breathe real quick and just... just a breather. That's okay, that's a 4. Oof. Come on, a little bit more damage, please. Whew. Let me just take that down a notch there and bop him. A little bit more damage, please. Less Orbeez. Okay, there we go. Interesting. Into the wall I go. Perfect. Whew. Ow. Interesting. 1 second. Woof. All right. Okay, there we go. Let me do a little camera rotation. Perfect. Okay, all is right in the world. Fascinating. Ow. Okay. Nice. Into the walls I go. I'm sorry. I'm distracted a little bit right now. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Whew. Let's take some damage here. These two are really bad at doing their job. Alright, that's enough of that. Oh, funniest thing, by the way, when I was working on editing the other day, I realized what it was that I was hearing. Turns out there's actually a little sound effect when Captain Hook gets really pissed off in the fight. And it got me really confused because I just kept hearing what sounded like a train horn or something like that. No, it was just him steaming angry about not being able to kill me faster. That's what it was. What in God's name is going on? There we go. Alrighty, let's continue. Wahoo! It's obligatory here. One wahoo must happen. Hang on, let me do a proper one. Wahoo! That's better. Ba-da-da-da. 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 Oh. I took him out. Perfect. I don't actually know how much progress I made. All I know is that once I get below 22,000, I will have made at least 4,000 XP. Maybe. Which means I am right on schedule. You know what? Okay, let's take out these three first, and then I'll write down that first number and go from there. I'll get the calculator ready. Come on, you three. Let's do some damage here. Okay. So, I'm doing a quick time travel peak. Oh wow. Oh wait, no. That's perfect. Okay, a little bit further. Further? No? Yes? Basically, I'm trying to figure out where I was at the beginning. Because I could just very well go back to the end of the last stream. Because for some reason the calculator doesn't store history. Let's try it. Okay, pop over. And then like a little time travel. Okay, there we go. Nope, I missed it. Hang on. So, 26,798. That is what I am at. 26,798. But I have to add 8 back into the calculator. 26,798 and 8. There we go. Now I have my initial number for later in the stream. It's 26,806 according to that. Perfect. We are moving forward in time. The power of time travel is very useful. I basically just want to do a mathematical calculation to see how much I did at the end of the stream. Based on the fact that it was 26,800 and something and we're at 22,000, it's safe to assume that we have done 4,000 XP worth of work. Which I am always stoked for. It means I am right on schedule. And we'll do and then some. Schedule and then some, because that means we move along a little bit faster. Each little step saves us just a wee bit more time. Just a wee bit. Oh, into the walls I go. Brr. Nice, okay. Ouch. Darn it. One of the glasses panels is pissing me off actively. It's pressing. There's a little bit of pressure and I'm not liking it at all. Under pressure. Pushing down on me. Pushing down on me. The pressure. This world is about people let me out. People on the streets. Da, da, da. I don't know the whole song, even though I've listened to it multiple times. Whew, goodness me. That's a lot of Orbeez. I know that's not what they're actually called, but I'm gonna continue to call them Orbeez. I mean, I guess they're called health orbs, so it's not that different. It's just I like calling them Orbeez because I think it's funny. Thank you. I wish the orbs wouldn't scatter everywhere. Whee! Huh. Interesting. Everything seems to be hitting me today. Problem solved. Yay, we're gonna hit below 22,000. Let's go. Hey, if we get below 22,806 or something like that, that would put us at a firm 5,000 XP. Let's do it. Let's get to a 5,000 XP run. Hell yeah, that means we got through like 10,000 plus XP already this week. We're not counting the early start of the level on last Tuesday, last week. We don't count that here. I don't count the push. Even though I kind of should, but it's one of those things where it's kind of like a halfway through thing. Plus it makes it seem like there's less sessions that I'm going through. The more I do, I think. I think that's the best way to put it. I don't know. We're about to get to 5,000 XP so long as we stay focused. We are on 962, correct? Yeah, we're on 962. We still got a little bit. We got about like 3 loops of these to go. Let's make it happen. Because I need 806, not 860 something. Yeah, okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're definitely doing like the barely cracking into 5,000, but honestly, I do not mind. The more XP we get out of this, the better. Because if it was like 5,000 XP out of 32, that puts it roughly at 7-ish sessions? Yeah. Yeah, 5,000 for 730. Yeah, it's still about 8 sessions. Damn it. Oh well. It is what it is. Okay. Let's make sure of this. Perfect, 846. If I proceed to get another 40, we'll officially hit the 5,000 XP by the time we finish off the 3 that are on this platform in this next turn. Perfect. Wow, Whiff City. A little bit of damage, please. Thank you. There we go, 21,806. That is officially... We have officially hit a total of 5,000 XP. Hell yeah. Let's get our and then some. Since we're here. Everybody doing different strats here. Oh, good heavens, that's a burp. Kind of grossed out by that burp, actually. I didn't like it one bit. To be fair, I also made spaghetti and meatballs because I decided to finally try the new meatballs. I don't think I particularly like them. They're not as good as the previous ones, so I'm kind of depressed about it. And I just kind of have to eat my way through it. I know I don't have to, but it feels like a waste to not eat it because it's not going to kill me. It's just food. That's all there is to it. It's cooked and it's food, so I'm not going to waste the food. It doesn't make me sick or anything. I just... not my particular favorite. They're alright. The meatballs are alright. But I'm like... ugh. Disappointed a little bit. And I firmly stand by what I said. I am very particular about what I choose. There is a reason. I am a creature of habit for a reason, damn it. Big stretch. There we go. Nice. Sorry. I was hoping for a little bit more speed. Goodness sakes, I got everything creaking in my ear. And one more for good measure. Nice. Oh, into the wall I go. A little bit more, thank you. Let's give it one more. Just because I also want to take in the game time, and I am very well aware that it did take me a second to actually get the ball rolling. Nice. I do not know what you three are doing. Whatever works, I guess. That's 2 4s, but you know what? That's a good number to round off on. 21 and 390. 21,390. That's a pretty good number to round off on. 21,390. That puts us at a grand total of 5,416 XP. Ain't that grand, chat? I know, I think so. Alright, let's make sure to save the file and not accidentally delete it. Look at that beautiful contrast. Alrighty. Well, y'all know what that means. That is going to be it for the stream. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to continue following this journey, you can hit the follow button on Twitch or the subscribe button on YouTube. Having both or either will give you a notification for when I go live. I also have social media of Twitter, Tumblr, and Blue Sky. They are all at YellowFang42. You can follow me on those for not only notifications for when I go live, but also just posting about other silly stuff. With that said, I hope you have a good rest of the morning, afternoon, evening, and night. You'll have a good one, and stay cool in the summer. Or, I guess, stay warm in the winter if you're from the southern hemisphere. And have a good one. Here's your stream screen card. Have a one. Night. What?